Heather, do you find self-help books boring sometimes? Many of the books I've read are that's like complicated subject and makes it so boring. So therefore, in my book, The Ultimate Toolkit to Rewire Your Anxious Brain, I have used the storytelling and dialogue and examples of real people like you and me. And so when we are discussing, we can learn from each other. In the book, the friends and family discuss different concepts and techniques and practical tools that listener can apply or reader can apply right away in their life. So let's go ahead and check out some of the excerpts from the book. So today I'm going to read one of the processing technique. Observe without overwhelm with floating bubble. Sarah twirled her pen between her fingers, then glanced at Lisa. Sometimes I get so many thoughts, I try to control them, but can't, and it makes me more anxious. I feel like if I don't catch them or solve them immediately, everything will spin out of control. Lisa looked up. That's a common trap. But here's the shift. Not every thought needs to be controlled or fixed. Some just need to be noticed and let go. Grandpa John leaned back. Trying to swat every anxious thought is like chasing mosquitoes in the woods. You'll wear yourself out and they'll keep coming anyways. Sarah gave a small laugh. So I don't have to wrestle them to the ground? Nope, Lisa said with a smile. You just need to learn how to observe them. Learning to watch, not wrestle. That's what mindfulness is really about, Lisa continued. It's not about stopping your thoughts, it's about changing your relationship with them, meeting them with curiosity, not criticism, naming them and letting them drift by without grabbing on. I thought mindfulness was just like noticing your breath or your surroundings, Sarah said. That's part of it, Lisa nodded, but it also includes noticing your thoughts with openness and compassion. Lisa picked up Sarah's notebook and wrote three bold letters at the top of a page. MAP. This is how we teach mindfulness in our clinic. She said it stands for M for meditation, A for attitude, P for practice. Grandpa John tilted his head. Another acronym? Guilty, Lisa said with a grin. But they work, she elaborated. Meditation is the formal practice, sitting in awareness to train your brain to observe instead of react. Attitude is just as important. It means bringing kindness, curiosity, and non judgment to whatever you notice. And practice means weaving that awareness into everyday life, noticing your thoughts when you're driving, cooking, brushing your teeth. Mindfulness can happen anywhere. Uncle Joe leaned over the workbench. When my thoughts are spiraling, I work with my hands and notice them calming down. I don't agree with the thoughts, I just nod and let them pass. Why it works. Lisa looked over at Sarah. When you practice mindfulness regularly, it literally rewires your brain. It helps soften the reactivity of your amygdala and strengthens your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that helps you stay calm, logical, and grounded. It's like giving your mind more room to breathe, Grandpa John added. You stop reacting to every single worry like it's breaking news. Let's try it. The floating bubbles visualization. One way to practice thought mindfulness is floating bubble visualization. Want to try it? Lisa pulled out her phone and set a 60-second timer. Sarah nodded. Close your eyes, Lisa said gently. Picture yourself sitting behind a calm, slow-moving river. Whenever a thought pops up, no matter what, imagine placing it in a little bubble and letting it float down the river. You don't try to change it, you don't chase it, just notice it and let go. A soft stillness settled over the group. The only sounds were the ticking of the clock and whisper of the breeze through this half-cracked garage door. When the timer chimed, Sarah opened her eyes and exhaled. That felt longer than a minute, she said. At first, I thought I was doing it wrong. Then I started noticing the weirdest thoughts, old stuff, random stuff. It was hard to let go of some of them. But the ones I did, I feel like I just set down a backpack I didn't know I was carrying. Lisa nodded. That's exactly it. You're not ignoring your thoughts, you're disengaging from them, giving yourself the space to choose whether to follow them or not. Uncle Joe tapped his mug. Took me years to realize this. Not every thought deserves your full attention. Some of them are just noise. Sarah's notes. Mindful thought reflection. Lisa handed her a small notepad. Do you want to write this one out later? It helps anchor the practice. Mindful thought reflection. What was the anxious thought that showed up recently? How did you react to it? Did you try to fix it, judge it, or avoid it? What might have changed if you had said, this is just a thought? What would meeting your thought with curiosity instead of fear feel like? Write a kind response to yourself as if you were talking to a friend. Bonus affirmation. My thoughts are not facts. I can observe them without letting them define me. Lisa kept her pen, and now that you have practiced observing your thoughts, we'll explore how to work with them because some thoughts are not helpful. You can challenge them. Grandpa John raised his coffee. Here comes the thinking part. Uncle Joe smiled. Let's roll up our sleeves. Well, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you liked it and want to read more, go ahead and order your copy of the Ultimate Toolkit to Rewire Your Anxious Brain by clicking the link. See you next time.